Hello lads, back on the battlefields, Battle for Middle-earth 2, 2 towers, not enough, and in this one we have a 5-player on everyone's favourite bloody map, Belfalas, where I guess some people feel that they get hard done by for being put in certain positions because they've got quite a lot of space behind them. The jury is out. I think everyone sort of knows certain locations that might be more favourable than others, but hey, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. There's nothing you can do about it. So anyway, I thought I'd try one of the weaker factions that I usually am over here by being elves over here, so that's fine. And then down here, my opponent on this side is Ryan. I think I'm getting a bit of deja vu. Fuck Trump. Awfully very political in these highly charged times that we live in now. And over here, well, that's Jackson. I like this. Any reason for turning these around like this, Jackson? I know it looks pretty and stuff like that, but I'm just wondering, like, what... I mean, do you sort of already know that you're going to go this way and that's why you make them here, or would you rather build them here and then you'd go that way? I don't know. And then up here we have old Gazzy Boy. Okay, starting off. Yeah, okay. He's... don't know what he's starting off with. He's not going out for Gimli, is he, straight away? See some yellow. So up here we have Carl doing his customary double and then soon to be triple Nazgul as well. I guess cost would be 3,300, and the command points for all of them, bloody hell, they're taking the time to get that. Fucking hell, Carl, I would not be happy with them for doing that. Yeah, I guess that would be 120 command points for all three, and then obviously if you wanted a flying one, that's another 80, Witch King another 100, so you end up with almost no troops whatsoever, and the troops not that great. So yeah. Right, so what the hell am I doing? Alright, playing a bit cautiously, just hanging around the fortress over here. Right. And Gaz has done it. He has gone for a Gimli start. So not only is Gaz in the what I think everyone can probably agree with, that this is the worst position to be in. He's just spunked all his money on one hero. Make of that what you will. Oh, and here comes Carl for a little bit of reconnaissance. He's doing a recon mission. So if he sees this, is Carl going to attack? Now Carl must see Gimli here. Oh, he's already level 2. I mean, that's not going to work on them, by the way, but it certainly gets them out of the way. Gimli will make light work of these 2 Nazgul, and I don't think that works, Carl. I don't think that works on heroes. Right, so unfortunately he's lost 1, but knowing Carl, he's probably already getting back. He's building... Yeah, okay, so during this, he was mentioning to try and get some Haradrim archers. Are the archers any good? You can't really upgrade them unless it's with the Black Arrow thing, and the Black Arrow just instills fear and has people run away, so it doesn't really necessarily do much damage. So maybe you're probably better off with Orc archers with just fire arrows, perhaps. I don't know. I wish I could sort of see here what they do in terms of damage. Carl, 20, 20, 20. I have 20 of these on here, buddy. Alright, Jackson. He's getting his towers up. Yeah, well, I mean, that's certainly a tower that's quite a good distance away from the fortress. It's always good. You never know, if somebody does come around, you can always stick the rangers inside. Maybe a heroic statue and a healing well nearby is always good. Right, Ryan seems to be preparing this way, and Bozza is over here. And Haldir doing his thing. Now this is interesting. I want this bit to be recorded on here because I want to show you some shocking and disgusting play here from Ryan. Look at this son of a bitch. Not interested in Haldir? hits him over a little bit. I was going to go and get the money, but before he could, he then goes and steals my cash. I mean, oh, I feel dirty. I feel like I need to have a shower. I feel like I've been violated here. Oh God. Oh, I need to speak to a psychologist about this. I think these wounds are deep. Right. So now it's payback. And I'm not gonna let this fucker get away. That's interesting. Trample damage on these hardly did anything. Look at that. They're just on yellow. So there you go. Rangers with this on. I wonder if the Rangers were not on the Elven Wood, would they have been able to make it? Who knows? Right. So he lost his Rangers and he lost Boromir. Did I get my own back? Possibly. But it was still thievery. Right, over here. Gaz, I guess, eventually now has some money and is doing his thing. Now, he's got his Nazguls back. He's got a little Nazgul. He's got his Haradrim archers. But Gimli's a real fucker, though. He is a real fucker. I don't know. I think there's too many of these. I think you need to have some archers, Gaz. You can't just have all pikeys. Not in this day and age. Right, Jackson is over here just having a cup of tea. No, he's not having a cup of tea. He's having a beer. He's enjoying his beer. He's just chilling. He's just expanding his base. Putting the marketplace here. Very nice. Very tidy. Very tidy. Jackson has learnt since our last the big 8-player battle. I think when he lost this, he very quickly realised that he was running out of cash quick, and so it's probably a good idea to put it somewhere out of sight. I guess it's one of those things with a marketplace, you don't think that you need it, but if you're going into mid and late game, bloody hell do you need it. Right, I thought to myself, it's about that time when we're going into mid game, so it's probably a good idea to have some ents, get some ents in there. And I thought, well, if I'm going to be up against Ryan, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do a couple of little jinking little runs on it. Yeah, so the Rangers over here did not have the Elven Wood, and look, they're almost all on red. So if they were trampled again, they'd probably all be dead. God, blimey. These things are weak as fuck. Look at that. I think I was just like archers. I mean, they didn't even really get stopped too much. Right, over here. Gaz getting involved. Are these archers doing anything? Oh, and the Nazguls, they need to come off the horse. They need to come off the horse because they give them the dread visage. I think the other one might have it. Yeah, he's got the dread visage. You definitely need that in this fight, Carl. The dread visage to reduce their armor. Oh, and Gimli comes along as well. Well, fucker like a ding dong. Fucker like a ding dong. This is not good. Oh god, he's chasing him. One hit and he's gone. That's it. And I think that is Carl out of this game already. Right. So here we go. He's got his Rangers here, and I'm keeping it right here, waiting for these Enty boys to come out. I think the cavalry that they have is pretty piss poor for elves, I must admit. No trample damage, no fucking nothing. How do you defeat such reckless hate? Gimli and bloody Gloin just... Yeah, I mean, I feel your pain, Carl, because I've been in this situation before as Mordor. I honestly don't know what to fucking do with this sort of thing. I think you need sort of like a mixture of everything, really. Because even if you had attack trolls up against these guys, if you hit Gloin with an attack troll, yeah, he's going to go flying. Gimli will just take out everything. I mean, God, look at the damage here. You need a bit of everything, really. I guess the only thing that can really happen is to be able to beat this is probably to have the Witch King. I often found that having the Corsairs, Carl, is a good idea. The Corsairs do a lot of damage to other units and buildings as well. They're very quick, and if you do have them upgraded with the forged blades, if you had like 2 platoons of those, and then a couple of these like around it, you would find that Gloin would definitely be dead within about 20 or 30 seconds. As for Gimli, you might be able to escape, but I guarantee if you had Corsairs with the upgrades, you could deal with these two fuckers right here. Right, now let's see what's going on here. Jackson still here, picking his nose, but enjoying that beer. Doesn't even need to put guys in those towers. Has he got the upgrade? He hasn't got the upgrades yet, but he probably doesn't need it. And he's got Ivory Tower, and he has used it, so he's seeing what the fuck is going on here. Now, I think this was a stupid idea of Gaz's here, because Gaz got Carl, but he continued on. And I think from what he could hear over Discord, he knew that me and Ryan were going on. Now, I know he doesn't know where me and Ryan are. I know that. But the thing is that he must know of Jackson. He must know Jackson's about here. So, if he knows Jackson is here, then why bother to send all of your force to the other side of the map, which will leave you in turn very, very wide open? Gaz can answer that, I'm sure. Right, Ent over here. Need to get rid of these buggers first, soften up these defences. Pachow! And it hit nothing. Okay. Now this is the thing really. I've got him in a good position here, but Gaz comes out of nowhere. I'm not really interested in these pikeys, but Gimli and Gloin, I'm in trouble. So yeah. I mean, I'm sure Jackson can probably see what's going on here. Jesus Christ, Jackson, that is some bloody vision. That's almost unfair, really. Christ, look at that. Jackson can see everything. If Gaz farts, he can see it. That is incredible vision. That can't be right. So you can't see what's going on in my base, but you could see up to here. Okie dokie. Right, some horses here. I can take care of these troops, but the problem is the heroes. The heroes are a real pain in the ass to be able to deal with. There's just nothing you can really do about it. Right, Haldi gone. And a heal conveniently put on these guys as well. Arrow volley, but arrow volley's not really going to do anything. I haven't even got the upgrades on these guys. If Halder had been here, like even plus 50%, I think that probably could have got Gimli. Yeah, Gimli taking a lot of damage there. But unfortunately, the damage is done. And as you can see here, Ryan is taking advantage of the situation and going straight in, which is a very, very good idea. Very, very good idea. But Jackson here is going to make a very short work of Gaz. Fortress down, because Gaz was off here on vacation over here for some reason. I think that I thought that was always the rule that everyone got here, lads, is that when you're in a free-for-all, take out the ones either side of you. You can't just get one side and then just go on your merry way around the map and then hope that everything's going to work out. Like, you basically design your own downfall here. So I think Gaz was in a good position. If he had just taken out Carl and then come down towards Jackson, yeah. And because like Jackson wasn't going anywhere, it was always going to be a problem. Right, so I think Gaz is probably, he's got Gimli sitting out here. He's got Siege Works for some reason coming out there. Jackson taking everything apart, and he's got upgrades on these fuckers too. Christ alive. That's just adding insult to injury. Any pikeys, this is what happens. When you have pikeys against rangers, they just get slaughtered. And Ryan is thinking to himself, shit, I couldn't believe my luck. This is how I'm going to defeat Jimbo. This is the only way. I needed Gaz to help from the north. And that is fair enough. There's nothing you can do. I think Bloin is attacking them. Gimli getting stuck in now just to make sure that I'm off. And that I can't do anything. I did actually have some builders running away. Some horses. And Ryan is probably thinking to himself, yeah, I did a good job there, good job. Now, I think what Ryan should have done, once that fortress was done, would be to haul ass, get back here, and go in on fucking Jackson here. Right, I'm building a random little barracks over here, which I know is not going to last long. Why, I tell you what, man, you two are fucking ridiculous sometimes. Look, both of you are fighting over here for God knows. Jackson's already winning the game. Jackson's mode, MO is basically win the game. Your MO is basically like, well, I'm just going to sit around and wait for Kingdom Come to come to me. And that's what's happening here. Jackson, well played. Yeah, probably a good idea to get rid of this shit, you never know. You don't want somebody having the comeback of a lifetime. Although I think this might be a little bit too much a bit too much heavy, a bit too heavy for everything, but I'm not sure you needed that, Jackson. Definitely not. Okay, so over here, what's going on? Boromir's dead. Right. So Jackson's not in his base, and this is why Jackson has already thought ahead and putting these towers up just to dissuade someone from wanting to come in. He's got Ivory Tower. Ryan can see what he's doing, and he must have the same sort of vision. Yeah, where is Ryan? Right, so Ryan can see pretty damn far everything. Right, so there's only a few platoons here, and if Ryan clicks on these towers, he knows that there's nothing in there. Nothing at all. Right. Trebuchets. Well, at least we got a siege works. That's a good start. I would probably say siege works and trebuchets before you get upgrades, if I were you. The upgrades are not as important as having the other stuff, so I would go for that. Right. Jackson. Turning over here. Was it wise to leave Gaz alone? This is the thing. Was it wise to leave him alone? Because you know how this works. People can come back. And he's got Aragorn out now. He's not leveled up, but he soon bloody will be. And it almost looks like Ryan is about to have his pants pulled down and spanked. Gaz, Ryan, get one of them out of here and put it in this one. Right, so Gaz is over here. At least he's got a few builders. He has got a few builders. Yeah, he's got 4 builders. That's good. But the momentum is with Jackson, and Jackson's needed to keep up that momentum, because if he's gonna piss off 2 people, he needs to make sure he wins. Otherwise, it'll just be Gaz and Ryan against Jackson. But if Gaz and Ryan had any brains between them, they would actually go after Jackson, because they would realize that he is definitely the more dominant player at the moment. So, but instead, these two were going after each other and have basically ruined each other up in the top there. And in so doing, Gaz lost his base. Right, hobbits. Will they do any damage? Will they do any damage? Oh, yeah, go on. Yeah, he's done it. He did it. Ryan did it. That was a good bit of play. Bit difficult to be able to do it here. Jackson has got it pretty well defended. But I would not want to be in Ryan's shoes right now. I would not want to be in those shoes. Right. I don't know. What's the money situation here? Right, he's got no money. Gaz has got almost no money. And he's got 2 grand. So yes, it's not looking good. Not looking good. Right, Gaz is all out for defense, but at least he's still got Gimli at level 10. That's important. That is important. I don't know what this reliance on only pikeys and no men of Dale. If you're going to be going up against Rangers, you need to have something to be able to kill troops pretty quickly. You're definitely well defended if anyone's trying to run over your troops, but I think Jackson has what, one platoon of horses, maybe two at most. So yeah, I think the wrong unit there. I think Pikeys, Guardians, and Men of Dale is a good idea. Oh, he's in here. Oh, that is cheeky, Jackson. You want to get Aragorn to have the to level up by getting that fortress. It could be done. I fancy him to get it. Oh, there's just nothing he can do. There's nothing. Impotent. Floppy. What are you going to do with that? Yeah. I mean, Ryan's not even bothering to like send those over here. That's how, you know, crazy it is. Boromir sent to his death. Sent to his death. Right now, he needs a lot of these, and fucking quick. Very, very fucking quick. I don't know what he's building. Please be like an archery range. A random tower. Okay. Right. Is this going to be an opportune time for Gaz to launch a counter strike? Oh, you're going to need a bit more than this. Ooh. But Jackson has got the majority of his forces here. I don't see much coming out at the moment. It's going to take a while for all of these to come out. This is taking too long. If you are going to strike. My God, you guys. This is probably the easiest win for Jackson I think I've ever seen. I don't think Jackson could have done this with like a blindfold or something like that after about 10 beers. God. Level 10 Trebuchet. 4,000 health. Incredible. This is 2,200 of that one. It's just nothing can be done. Nothing can be done. And over here, Ryan is building base number 2. Base number 2. Over here, we have the counter-strike force, which is paused for some reason. Over here. There looks to me like enough mines. There are enough mines. There should be enough money coming in, right? Jackson's spending his cash. Ryan's got about 1,500 on him. Gaz, 1,000. But he has got 875, but only 405. I don't know. 2 or 3 more of these would be pretty handy. I don't know. Come on, boys. I mean, if you're going to have a small force, you need to get in there. You need to get stuck in here. Now, Jackson obviously has all of these guys here now, but beforehand he didn't. The best thing I would have suggested would have been to take that force along here, hug the coast in here, pop in straight in here, and then just sort of, I guess, clump all of these buildings right here, have the catapult going there, and then just try and clump this fucker and try and do as much as you possibly can. And if possible, maybe have a mine being built here at the same time, so you can pump out more and more troops. Right, so Ryan's base here has been eliminated. Except for this 2 over here. Right. Right, it appears that, well, because obviously Jackson can see this anyway, but Jackson appears to be ready for it. More and more towers. Yeah, moving these guys into place. That's fine. So, Ryan and Gaz contesting the top left. There's not much space. Jackson's rode them out of town. Right, that's not good. Right, best thing he could do here is to basically get Gimli to use the Slayer and get Aragorn. Go, 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 go. Quick, quick, quick. Get him, get him, get him, get him. And then when these guys become available, yep, get this on here. This is good. This is good play from Gaz. This is good fucking play. Thank God. Right. He's going to use the heal. He's going to use the heal, but he's got to keep going. He's got to be careful of Gimli. No, that was the wrong move. He should have stayed on him or ran away. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Not that way. Oh, don't lose Gimli at level 10 when you don't have a fortress. Oh, crikey. And just like so much cheap Chinese furniture, it all fell apart. It fell apart the moment it started. Crikey. Butchered. Jackson managed to counter-attack with everything he had. Not even sure if he needed all of this, to be fair. But he did it anyway. Alright. Speed, surprise, and concentration. The three elements of Blitzkrieg. Concentration was semi there. Speed, no. And surprise, definitely not. So, there we go. That's why cavalry is always quite devastating when you start sticking people, with getting their mines or furnaces or farms or whatever with cavalry. Because it's a concentration of forces, the speed, and the surprise of it. Oh, that is just horrible. You can watch helplessly as this thing is just slowly having its life seeping away. Alright, Jackson's gonna go building to building and take them all out, which is probably a good idea. Jackson, I'd like to see some more farms being built in this space so that nobody can build there in its stead. Oh, Ryan is really taking the piss now, taking away the signal fire of Gaz. But Jackson's having none of it, and they're gonna get crushed. Oh, butchered. Butchered to a man. Oof. Alright, what's Jackson up to here? Jackson wants to clear this area. He's going building by building, making sure there's nothing here. Yeah, more farms up here, Jackson. More yep, you're building farms. Good, 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 good. And more over. Oh wait, is that? Oh yeah, that's the old Trump fucker. And Gaz is really sort of dug into the side there. There's, I think, another like an archery range, or just to have some cavalry, or even some battle wagons to run over some rangers if you're going to be up against them. That would be helpful. Too many pikeys. This is what happens when you're up against too many pikeys. Like, you end up like not winning any battles at all. Right, Jackson is basically all over this map. It's only just this tiny little pocket here in the top left that is not pink. And now Aragorn's coming in to basically piss on the wounds of both Gaz and Ryan, as both Gaz and Ryan play out their pathetic little fight in the top left, which is completely inconsequential and irrelevant to what's going on in the rest of this game. It is a sham. It is a shame to be in this sort of thing. It's shameful to be either one of these guys right now. And Jackson almost feels, I guess, embarrassed to have to put them out of their misery. Yeah, he's got an embarrassment of riches over here. You know, he's got way too much. He doesn't even need to bring a lot of these troops. Look, this guy's just over here, just chilling. And now it's a case of just piling on the pressure and putting the dogs with rabies out of their misery for once and for all. So what's Jackson going to go for first? Right, he's coming down here. I think he sees a skirmish. Now it's going to become, instead of a 1v1, it's now 1v1v1. Oh, is he going to go and trample all these guys? Oh, a nice army of the dead here would be quite nice, Jackson. Alright, so now there's three of them. Three of them all involved. Jackson is obviously going for first, but Gaz and Ryan are both claiming loser second place. Oh, it's horrible. The horn has been put on there. There's just nothing they can do. The humanity of the situation is just awful. Oh, is the referee going to call time on this horrible event right here? These guys are just no match. It's just it's just painful. It's like a UFC fighter beating up a baby. Oh. See how much damage these Rohirrim do. That tower is bloody solid, isn't it? 2,500. I wonder if that's more than the others, Isengard and Mordor one. This one's 1,600. So that puts it in a bit of perspective there, boys. Like why certain tower formations, depending on which faction you are, certainly do help. Yep. Going bit by bit. Bit by bit. Jackson has got troops everywhere. This is probably the last little base of Ryan's over here. And there's a lot of pikeys, so Jackson wisely has taken his guys away. Very good, very good. Oh, Army of the Dead, oh God. This is just gratuitous violence right now. I mean, honestly, Jackson, God, you know, it's almost too much. It's too much. Yeah. I don't think anyone really deserved that amount of sort of disrespect and spanking that happened right here. Jiminy cricket. Right. Oh, they got fire arrows. Oh, they got fire arrows. Oh, ain't got anything else, but at least we got fire arrows on them. That's going to make all the difference. Right. Pretty sure. Right, Gaz is defeated. He decided to cancel himself and try to erase his own shame. Oh, did any of them make it? Not really. Wow, yeah, okay. So if that was done by, if that was riding over rangers, they were sort of on red, but those guys didn't even make it to red. Wow, okay, well that was a complete and utter devastation. Well played to Jackson. I thought Jackson played that superbly. Gaz, why were you go on the other side of the map when the person next to you was still intact? And Ryan, I think you did the right thing with going after me, but I think you should have hauled out to get back and then attack Jackson whilst Jackson was attacking Gaz, and you could have seen that because you had the ivory tower. Myself, I got double teamed, and I should have played better. But Carl, a little bit unfortunate. I think it's always the sucky thing of Mordor early game versus a faction right on your doorstep, which is very, very good early games. Yeah, I'm not sure if you could have done anything better there. But I would recommend using the Corsairs because they're better at being able to get heroes. Anyway, well played, boys. Catch you on the next one.